Hey, what's up everyone, David here and welcome back to another video. Today we're talking 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim again, and if I have an opportunity to talk about 13 Sentinels, I'll take it because this game is a freaking masterpiece. And yes, that's how I'm starting this video. Happy launch day to Nintendo Switch fans who are finally getting the chance to experience this game for the first time today on launch day for 13 Sentinels, which is a game developed by Vanillaware, published by Atlus. It initially came out in 2020 on PlayStation 4 only. Now, if you don't know, that game was actually in development and was first revealed to be both a PlayStation 4 game and a PlayStation Vita game. Now, of course, the Vita wasn't that successful and 13 Sentinels took a really long time to develop, so for those reasons, Atlus and Vanillaware, I assume, chose to cancel the Vita version because that's exactly what happened. Now, I don't know if my reasoning is the right one, but I think it's fair to assume that due to the low sales of the Vita and the 2020 release of the game, they had to cancel the Vita version. That being said, this game, when you play it on PS4, it really screams portable play. And that's actually the reason why this game feels so great on Nintendo Switch. And today I want to give you guys 13 reasons of why you should play 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim on Nintendo Switch if you play the PS4 version, or if you didn't. You need to play that game. It's fantastic, and it's my 2020 game of the year alongside Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is another fantastic game, which says a lot. But today I have some reasons for you guys, so let's just jump straight into it. 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim is my favorite Vanillaware game by far. I love everything about this game, and today I want to share my love for the game with you guys, as well as giving you spoilers-free reasons to play 13 Sentinels on Nintendo Switch, whether you are experiencing it for the first time or not. 13 Sentinels is a game that is extremely hard to review. I reviewed the game when it first came out on PlayStation 4. If you guys want to check it out, I think my review still holds up. Make sure to click the link down in the description below to check it out. But today I have 13 reasons for you guys to play 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim on Nintendo Switch. And yes, I purposefully chose 13 reasons, so some of them are reasons just to be reasons, because you don't need reasons to play 13 Sentinels. It's fantastic. Let's get right into it, and my first reason why you guys should play the game is just the art and visuals. This game is an art piece in and of itself. Whether you're talking about the character designs, the way that all the characters look and feel, they're so different from one to another. The environments as well. You start the game and you're immediately thrown into a battle. Then you're in a classroom where you can see the lighting reflecting on the desks. It's a beautiful game. It is insane how beautiful it is, and believe me, while playing the game you will stop at certain points just to look at the visuals and how great everything is. The characters in 13 Sentinels are charming and very unique, both in designs, as I just mentioned, but also in personality. It's extremely interesting to see them interact together, and you get to play all your characters' stories separated from one to another, and of course you see the characters interacting together, but at a certain point later in the game you will see all of them together, and it's great. You have 13 playable characters and they're all fantastic, all very different from one to another. And that is nothing against the characters that aren't playable, because some of the characters that aren't playable are some of the best characters that I've seen in a video game for years, and I'm not even exaggerating. Now, those great characters, they also come with something else that is very great, and that would be the voice acting. Now, the game is fully voiced both in Japanese and English. You get to choose which voices you want to hear for your playthrough, but I highly suggest you guys go for the English dub because it's fantastic. And if you're an Atlus fan, which you probably are if you're watching this video and this channel, you will recognize some of the voice actors from some of your other games that you like from Atlus, including Laura Post, which is Kasumi in Persona 5 Royal. She's one of my favorite in the game. She voices my favorite character, which is Yuki. Great stuff there. Cassandra Lee Morris as well. She's playing Tomi Kisaragi, which is another one of my favorite characters in the game. She's Morgana in Persona 5. So just overall, a fantastic cast of characters for the English dub, and they're all great. Once again, that's for the characters that are playable, but also for the other ones. This game has all the love and care put into it, and it shows. Of course, the main thing to talk about is the storytelling. Now, if you go over to my review, which I linked in the description below, you will see that I called it Storytelling Perfected. And that's honestly how I felt once I beat the game, because 13 Sentinels is a sci-fi type of game with time travel and mechs. It is a concept that seems crazy and over the top at first, but it's so expertly crafted that it just works. And I'm not spoiling anything for you guys because you need to experience this game blind. If you go over to other reviews and watch reviews on YouTube, make sure they're spoilers free because you will be blown away with this story. It's amazing from start to finish. And it's, again, I know I've used these words a lot since I started this video, but it's expertly crafted. That's exactly what this game is. The combat in the game is also something that will potentially stop some of you guys for giving 13 Sentinels a chance. And I want to stop you right there. Please give it a chance, even with this combat system, which is different from in most other games because it's an RTS combat system, a real-time strategy game. And first of all, the combat isn't the main aspect in this game. It's like 20% of your playthrough will be spent in combat maximum. So it's really not that big of a deal. Even if you don't like the system, give it a chance. I'll say that. I'm an RPG fan for the most part. Most of what I play is RPGs. I have a strong preference for turn-based RPGs. I also like some action RPGs like Tales of Arise or FF7 Remake when the combat systems are great. But mostly turn-based stuff, also strategy and tactical RPGs, those are my thing as well. RTS is something that I never experienced before I played 13 Sentinels, and it just works. It's great. You are playing in mechs. You have a ton of different spells and moves that you can do. The strategy element is there. It's not a simple combat system, but it's easy to learn and master as well. Again, it just works. So if you're scared about the RTS combat system, just give it a shot, honestly. And if you don't like it, there's an easy mode which allows you to skip all the combat in the game, so just go ahead and do that if you don't like it. But I highly suggest you guys give it a shot because I found myself enjoying it. And I did the platinum trophy for the PlayStation 4 version of the game, which requires you to beat all the combat scenes. Again, that was my first RTS combat system, so I think it says a lot. Now, another thing that is just so amazing in 13 Sentinels is the soundtrack. Like, what a soundtrack. It's extremely unique and original, and it's just fitting in all circumstances. It's amazing in a stressful moment. Feels like you're stressed hearing that music. It's really fitting. Same thing for relaxing moments. The beginning of the game, once again, you're in a classroom. The sun shines inside the room. It's late in the day. Calm little music as you move around and stuff, and just the audio direction is great as well. You'll hear your character moving around and stuff. It is so good in terms of audio, both the music and just audio design. Awesome stuff there. Now, in terms of the Switch version, I'm not gonna lie, it's a great portable experience, and I think the main reason for that is because if you guys didn't know, 13 Sentinels was a game that was initially planned both for the PS4 and the Vita version, and it shows when you play the game. When I played the game on PS4, I wish I was playing the game portably, and I was like, I wish the game was released on Nintendo Switch. It feels like a Switch game, and I'm glad to report that it plays great on Switch. In terms of performance, it's flawless. Great portable experience. And for those of you who own a OLED Nintendo Switch, oh boy, it looks great. The colors are popping. It's really good. The world building in 13 Sentinels is another fantastic aspect. And of course, if you want to tell a sci-fi time travel type of thing with multiple timelines, you need great world building, and that's something that Vanillaware nailed out of the park in this game. You feel invested in the game. It's not that long of a game. It's like 30 hours long, and once you put it down, you're like, you know this world. You know this world, and believe me, this is a game that you'll want to play by yourself, experience it by yourself, take your time with the game, and if possible, don't play anything else at the same time, because this game and this world will hook you, and you will need to give it all the attention it deserves. My 10th reason why you need to play 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim is a simple one. Miwako. Now, I already mentioned the characters, but Miwako is a sweet and delightful character from start to finish. She's that great that I had to give her 1 point for this video because she's insane, and every single time that she's on screen, you'll smile. Believe me, she's amazing, and she's voiced by Xante Hyun. Sorry for my pronunciation, which she is the voice actor for Haru in Persona 5. So once again, another voice actor that you guys potentially all know and love. Another reason why I think you guys should pick up 13 Sentinels is because it's the first Vanillaware game on Nintendo Switch. I say support 13 Sentinels, and maybe Atlus and Vanillaware will decide to bring other classics such as Odin Fear or Muramasa to the platform, which is some other games that I would like to see. Now, 13 Sentinels is my personal favorite Vanillaware game, but if it seems just a little bit interesting to you and you want other Vanillaware games, you should probably go ahead and support this version of the game. So maybe they bring back some of their other classics as well in the future. Another great reason, and that's something that I always like to mention, I'm a physical collector, and Atlus gave us that sweet physical version for 13 Sentinels on Switch, which is great to see. Unlike their latest release in terms of Atlus, which is Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, a game that unfortunately didn't release physically in the West, but 13 Sentinels has a sweet plastic box with the game, and if you pre-order it, the first print of 13 Sentinels on Switch will come with some art cards as well, which looks great. Again, physical version is the way to go in my personal opinion. I think this game will potentially climb in value as well because I think it's going to be a low print run just like the PlayStation 4 version, and I don't think this game will do massive numbers in terms of sales either. So if you're hesitating between a physical version or a digital version, I say go for the physical for this one for sure. Thank you Atlus for giving us a sweet physical version. And my last and 13th reason of why you should play 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim on Nintendo Switch for the first time or not is because the game's just a masterpiece. Reviews don't lie, it's currently sitting at a 90 on Metacritic for the Switch version and at an 85 on PlayStation 4. It's considered a masterpiece by a ton of people that played the game, including myself, and Yoko Taro apparently as well, which he showcased the game on Atlus Japan's official YouTube channel. I didn't know that, but that's interesting, and it just shows how great 13 Sentinels is. It's a fantastic game. It took a long time to develop, and I'm glad it's being brought back in 2022 for everyone to experience. Please give 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim a shot, and if you do, let me know what was your experience with the game, because in my opinion, it's a fantastic experience, and I'm glad I played it back in 2020, and I'm glad I'm replaying it 2 years later because it's a masterpiece. Thank you all so much for giving me that time of your day, listening to me talking about a game that I love so much. Again, this is not a review, this is just reasons why you guys should play the game. If you enjoyed it, again, quick thumbs up always really helps support the channel. If you're new on DavidCast JRPGs and you want more content on anything in terms of Atlus, Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, or Vanillaware games as well, make sure to subscribe, ring that notification bell, and don't forget, I have a 2-year-old review on my channel for 13 Sentinels. It's a review that I'm pretty proud of, and I listened to it again to see if I should suggest it to you guys or not in this video, and I think it holds up really well. It's a good review that I'm pretty proud of, so make sure you give it a shot as well in terms of 13 Sentinels. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.